Okay, so let's go over today's trade recap. The loss ended up taking, and well, that was pretty unfortunate. So let's go over my bias for today. Yeah, I start from the bias. It's fairly bullish. Of course, we left all these various swings, and then we have a C2, right? They're closing above the previous day's high, which I don't know. We haven't really been getting that if you pay attention, except for like this day, which is bearish. A lot of inside days, not clean expansions, but today here, even though it's the day before FOMC, also expecting, well, at least these size, okay, at least this and this, as well as on yes, at least this. Alright, so let's go over the 4-hour chart here, and coming to the open, we actually had SMT fill with this 4-hour, which I mean something like this. There is, right? But why did this SMT fill not hold? It's because ES did not reverse. If I go here the longer time frame, you're going to be able to see that this point in time, you can see ES will start reversing, right? This we get CSD here. Do you get the continuation? No, right? This is a just chop here. So the driver manipulated lower, and so thus invalidating this SMT, and then be V-shaped higher. So I was looking at potentially getting on site with the second CSD. On ES, unfortunately, would have been this OB, and this OB is too small for me to take this trade. A trade would be like this, and arguably even the second trade, I mean, the trade I actually ended up taking wasn't the best. But this OB is very small. I don't know if it's gonna hold price, if we're gonna fill it or not. And if I wanted to trade this OB, I should have probably done something like this. But at that point, might as well trust the first CSD. Okay. At that point, my stop loss is very wide, even though it does offer 2R because this is my daily drawn liquidity. At that point, I just wait. Okay, so what do we get here? We create a 50-minute gap. And with this gap on YM, we get SMT. The one also starts to split. So the SMT, initial SMT was here. So go to 5-minute, we go back. So you can show you guys. So it's like this. Now the thing is that at the same time here on NQ, we didn't get this CSD. Now this OB doesn't seem too good, I'll be honest. So I took this trade, right? My premise was, okay, since we have this SMT, we are probably gonna go and take out the high of the day. And then 2R from there is where it was here. And so what ends up happening is NQ takes out the high of the day but doesn't see as the higher. So this stops me out. Pretty much 2 candles. Now, if I just waited, which I did actually here, because I'm willing to take 2 trades in a day. So where it's not really synced up here, but that's fine. So we still have this SMT fill, and here we also form a new fractal. So right, wait, let's go here. I say just show you. Okay. So we take out this low, right? Whereas on NQ we don't. Okay, so I want to trade NQ here. NQ is a stronger asset still, right? Confirmed by this SMT. So what do? I place a limit order, try and get to R with this, I believe, which is those daily gaps right there. So I'll place my limit order here because if I enter market here, I cannot get to R. So I'll place my limit order here, and I remove it once we displace away from this OB, and we get this 3-minute CSD. Oh, you might be might be wondering, wait, why did you remove your limit order? Like this could still do this. It's because at this particular time, if we don't respect that OB, we will get this candle closure. As you can see, it's a bearish candle close, so we could actually just go lower here, right? We are at the highest point of the day, so a deeper retracement like this, it's possible. I don't want to see that, okay? If I'm logging at the highest point of the day, any CSD should do the job. Oh, as you can see, this would have failed, would have not delivered, and break even, okay? And so this is where it went wrong. I mean, it's not a bad trade idea or anything. Um, but what I should have realized is, even though we get this, is that this trade is still valid here, because if you go look at the 3-minute here, I mean, you can look at the 5-minute as well. So yeah, the 5-minute trade I took, pretty much I had my stop. I entered somewhere here, and I had my stop below this low. Most of the time it's fine because this low is around. Let me show you. It's just like below EQ, just above EQ, my bad, of this opposing 3-minute CSD. So I could have traded this 3-minute CSD, but decided not to do that. But here, what I was saying is, I should have realized that this high from this CSD, which is the 5-minute, right? Even market or the retest here, this high was way closer compared to on NQ. Because you can see from here to all the way up here, right? We're pretty overextended already. We kind of exhausted the range quite a bit. Not, of course, like relatively low highs and whatnot, but nonetheless, you know the John liquidity was, right? So hindsight, I should have taken this trade, and after that loss, which I think it's not as high probability as it can be, I do like the fact that I have a very clean break even here, being this high, right? I don't want to see another, like, I can see this as a rejection block. So once we tap below CE, I kind of don't want to see this opposing run. But what we do get is this CSD with SMT. Okay, so once we get this SMT, CSD with SMT, then I can trust this to hold. And yeah, hindsight, I should have taken this, but I was waiting for this limit order, and then I, of course, ended up removing it. Now, days like this are gonna happen where I just pretty much, I get stopped out, and then it delivers. And this is all timing. And yeah, I'm still struggling, still lose trades. What can we learn from this is to be a little bit more patient. Also, the 5-minute chart here looks pretty gross. So usually, when this is the case, you wait for 10:30 because that's a new 90-minute candle. Okay. As you can see, this is 10:30, and so this looks pretty gross. But then we get SMT here, and we start expanding, right? Confirming this as an expansion candle. So there's that, and there is the fact that if I wanted to trade before 10:30, then I would have required a proportion block off of this 3-minute, because it's fairly bulky. Now the fact that this 3-minute doesn't happen right away, it's not a good sign. And the fact that this 5-minute, even this one, right, doesn't really happen, I kind of like, I should have seen this as a consolidation ring, or a consolidation high, consolidation low. And if we take out one side, ideally we take out the low, or if you get SMT, which I guess where it is, like, technically this, well, or if we get SMT, then I can trade this CSD. Okay, so that's something I need to improve upon. Nonetheless, everything else was lined up for me to take this trade, and as you can see, it would have delivered to my draw on liquidity. So I just need to get better at executing here, and which is, yeah, so far it's been the hardest thing to master. It's been the hardest part for me. So not even directional bias and whatnot. It's actually executing live with good decision making, right? And I didn't see that this was actually closer, so I didn't even need. I mean, let's see if this would have given 2R. Okay, that would have barely given me 2R, but as you can see there. But yeah, I didn't even need the retest, but this was kind of the middle asset, so the retest is likely to happen still. And I could have used bodies here as my stop loss. Well, no, okay. So, I mean, yeah, this trade was way higher probability. And usually what I should do is, which I'll note down in my journal, whenever we consolidate prior to 10:30, you should probably just wait for 10:30. Yeah. For that reason I just explained to you. But nonetheless, I did my job correctly. And honestly, it's unfortunate because I think most of the time, even though this OB is not as bulky, it's the context below it, which is there's 3 mana here that should hold. In fact, it does hold, okay. But yeah, so definitely something to improve upon there, and I'll note it down. I'll try and become better. There's always something to learn from your mistakes, from your winning trades, even. And yeah, I mean, so that's gonna be it for me on the trade recap. And yeah, see you guys tomorrow.